like
deeply
Dave Eubanks on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's on there.
He's my buddy.
Is he?
No, can you say what those are without like revealing a workout?
Maybe. No, I think that I probably could. I'm just not that good with words.
I got time.
I would say something to myself like, what do I have to do to get fitter than rich in 90 days? I feel like we're playing laser tag.
Why?
Because there's always like a red team and a blue team.
Yeah.
And then you get your LEDs and they turn on the smoke. And
I haven't done laser tag in like, when's the last time you played laser tag?
Well, it's probably the last time you played. It was probably like 15 years ago or something like that, 20 years ago.
Do they have those over by you? Or are they gone?
Yeah. No. Well, I don't. It was 20 years ago.
I kind of feel like that's one of those things that now everybody has a cell phone. They just don't do that anymore. Like
There's a lot of
tag
things
isn't a
people
thing.
don't do because we have cell phones now.
Like watch a movie like Scream.
Right.
Alexis and I were rewatching the Scream movies, and they're so slow.
How many times do you pick up your phone?
No, I don't do that because I stopped doing that when I was probably 22.
What about her?
She doesn't do it either because if she picks it up, I pause the movie.
You trained her.
Do you pick up your phone during movies?
I do not. My wife may.
And then does she remember the movie at all?
She does. She can multitask a little better than me.
That's not a real thing. Multitasking is fake. People who say they can do it are just separating attention. It's like, you completely forgot the plot twist of the movie because you missed the reveal of the...
I think in terms of the dedicated focus, but we are always multiprocessing, right? Like I know that this is a safe environment. I know that certain things are happening. I know my kids are playing upstairs, right? Like we're always processing multiple things. But my focus, I think you're right, maybe in terms of attention.
That's interesting. I was just watching this video on like the GPU bandwidth of a computer and how it can deal with only so many things, and maybe some people are better at it than others.
Right.
So you're saying your wife has more GPU than
me?
Than I do for sure, and maybe for you because I'm like your kids are upstairs, but then I forgot we were sitting here.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I can
that's
only do
true.
one thing at a time.
Yeah, I'm thinking my kids upstairs, and I forget what we were talking about.
I got one more question before we get into the good stuff.
Okay.
What is that?
That is my backyard. I can't. Where'd you find that
Excuse me?
picture? Where'd you find that picture at?
You had a giant circular thing in your backyard?
Yeah, and a waterfall. That's amazing.
The first comment on this video that knows what that thing is going to get a $100 gift card to Gorilla Mine. And you can buy under your drinks or supplement protein powder. I take a 600 milligram scoop pre-workout first thing in the morning every day.
Really?
Yeah. And you got no idea what that is?
Okay, I'm just looking at it right now.
You can win the gift card.
I think that would be cheating, but it looks like a mountain. Excuse me. I know there's some mountains in there, but the thing below the ring looks like an island of some kind, which
It's
is
a cool
interesting.
picture though, right?
It's very cool. Yeah, it's very cool. I guess you can't say what it is because now you need to give away the gift card.
And it's kind of, I have a couple of pictures that I throw up there, and I thought that one would be interesting because that's kind of what NCC looks like when it's in the off season, right? It's just a big old pit of water. So see how it like kind of swells in there?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that true?
I mean, for a good portion of the wintertime, that entire park is completely underwater.
You ever put up a picture of that? Like this is your competition floor.
I think we actually did do something like that this year. Blair and I went down there and we did like hey, NCC's qualifier.
I saw you on a bridge. Something about
Yeah.
you guys being on that like bridge that leads into the pit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which is why you can't get internet connection, or at least you couldn't last year.
we couldn't. We struggled last year,
But it worked out pretty good, I'd say.
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah, like the post.
The competition was great. You know, we had our issues. We've talked about those at length, but overall, I mean, NCC was awesome. It's like,
Is it the largest participatory event, like most competitors, or does that still go to Wadapalooza? And if
it's the most.
am I missing others?
I think there's a beach brawl or something like that I've heard of.
Pensacola.
The Pensacola Beach Brawl. That's what
I
it's
get
called?
so many videos sent to me from Pensacola every year.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people go to it, but it's got to be potent because I get a lot of stuff from there.
I don't know how many people go there, and I don't know anybody who's ever been to it. But apparently it's like the biggest one, so.
Bigger than Wadapalooza. What is it with these Florida things?
I don't know. They know how to party.
Huh. How many years has NCC been around?
I think this is number 7 or 8.
Is it going to be bigger than last year?
We have made it so it's going to be bigger this year. Last year,
what does that mean?
Well, last year we said we had about 1,000 competitors, which is true. We had about 1,000 competitors. I think we're 870, and this year we have widened our field. So
You rounded up.
Yeah, we rounded up.
Do you think about that when you go to bed at night? Like, we have 1,000 competitors.
No. I do a lot of things. I round up on my bank account. I round up on all kinds of things.
Yeah, making
I
$1 million
round down on my
a year.
age. Yeah.
Have you seen that thing? It's like when he says he makes six figures, and it's like $103,000. You're the opposite.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I made $1 million, but it's like 103 rounded
I would
up.
say
Yeah.
103. I'd say I made $10,300, 0.00, and there's my 6.
Yeah.
Or 7 figures almost, right?
So you do expect to go over 1,000 though this year?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Not by much. Not by
Just
much.
registrations. Or is it
Registrations and we widen the competition floor and just making sure that we do that. So I think we'll be there. Last year we didn't fill all the divisions. So some of the community divisions, we were a little light. And some of the masters, the 65 or the 60 plus, it's hard to find people who want to compete and travel.
done? Why?
I don't know.
I figure if they can go to Miami and spend an arm and a leg on hotels and do it during the CrossFit Open, it shouldn't be too bad that time of year, right?
I've always thought that Miami had the best weather. But
Is that right?
that's what I've always thought. And
Tell me what you thought about this weekend.
Well, I've only heard stories.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. I feel bad, actually.
Yeah, I do too.
We've had that happen even at NCC. We had it in September one year. I think it might have been the very first year. No, I don't think it happened the very first year you came out. It was the year before you came out.
What, there was weather issues?
There was rain.
Okay.
And we were doing a snatch bar muscle up workout. And it was in September in Sacramento, which is very non-characteristic. And we had to change the workout to deadlifts, and I can't remember what else we did. We changed the workout.
What was the pushback like at that point? Do you remember?
From the fans or from the crowd or the spectators?
Whatever comes to mind
the
first.
fans, the crowd, or the spectators. You know what I just
Probably
said?
the competitors.
The competitors.
Yeah. Did you
They
even
were
say
actually
that?
bummed out. Yeah, I did say
The
that.
crowd, the fans, the spectators, all
It's
the
this
same
gorilla
stuff.
mind.
Yeah, I know.
I can't choose the word I want
There's
to use.
supposed to be like an alpha GPC something or another in there. Gives you cognitive awareness. I'm opening up more RAM in my brain.
Yeah, I need that. I need that.
They're
So I can
competitors.
multitask. It was frustrating to some because a snatch and a deadlift are completely different. Two different types of athletes can win that. I mean, obviously, there's people who are good on a barbell regardless, but yeah, they didn't like it. But we wanted to make sure we got the event in, and we could change it before the elite heat started, and so we did that.
So Wadapalooza lost the final event for the men this year due to weather.
Do you know what the final event was?
Bench press, handstand walk, walking lunge.
Okay.
And it just sucks. Was
it rain?
It was lightning.
Oh.
And I guess there's not much you can do. I guess it's also they switched from January to March, and I suppose that it's more prominent in the month of March, lightning in particular, electricity in the sky.
I thought they changed it because of the weather in January to March.
Well, it was cold last year. So
that's frustrating for them. I know that, like I said, I've always thought Miami had good weather, and I've done Wadapalooza 7 times myself. Okay, so
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in the elite division every time. Well, only once as an individual. So I always rode the coattails of everybody else. One time I was on with Kalipa, and that was a good time. But there was always issues with weather, and I don't know why I always thought it was nice, because it always does get nice. It's either starts nice or finishes nice.
Yeah, it's usually just like a sprinkling.
Yeah, it's something that...
It leads for cool pictures. I remember they had an event kind of in the streets one year. It was pouring. That was like probably 17 or 16.
I was there that
way
year.
back when.
Yeah, I was there.
Do you
that
remember
year.
that? It was like raining. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So it's not the first time it's happened, but I think it's the first time it's been this loud, maybe because of the CrossFit Open being integrated into it.
And is this the first time they've been at the new venue down on the beach? Or
Second time.
Second time.
The first time was, I believe it was January last year. That's when it was cold.
Okay. I haven't been to either one of those. So
what's keeping you?
I don't compete anymore. And I don't podcast anymore.
It's just this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was the last Beyond the Barbell podcast episode?
It'd have to be 2019.
What stopped you? That's like the perfect time to start. Everyone was sitting inside.
Yeah, we decided to start a competition. So Blair Morrison, my business partner in NCC.
I'm Ben Alderman, and this is Blair Morrison.
Yeah.
This is Beyond the Barbell.
Yeah. That's exactly our intro.
Yeah. I've listened to probably 200 of them or more.
We only had about 240 episodes, so
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the autism.
Okay.
Like I listened to about 200 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't got a bunch of RAM, but I remember one thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Why? And you stopped because you started NCC.
We started NCC, but for Blair and I, NCC isn't our primary gig, right? We have each of us have our gyms.
Mm-hmm.
And then I run a nonprofit, and Blair has multiple gyms. Mm-hmm. And then I also help pastor a church, and Blair has multiple gyms. And then so NCC plus another side project of the podcast. But I keep thinking we should bring it back.
Dude.
You know?
I don't know. I mean, you see all these people who are talking. I mean, I think Chris Cooper's really big about media being one of the major missing parts of affiliates. Just like your gym and like your ability to talk to people can be done through media, like podcasting. Mm-hmm. And I think about NCC and how potent it could be for you to just do what you were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, people like me in Chicago were listening to it. I don't know how many people you had like that. I'm sure you've had a bunch come up to you just from random realms of life.
We would.
What happened and why and where'd you go? And it was great.
Well, back then there was us, Barbell Shrugged,
mm-hmm. Wadcast podcast,
mm-hmm.
Which turned into like Armin and people. It changed. I don't remember. Scale as needed maybe is what they turned into.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Armin had a kid and he started into like dad stuff,
mm-hmm.
which is always interesting. Like if I learned about you via fitness, I don't want to start watching your dad stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just like cutting off an arm of your entire group of people. It's like, oh, I like arms.
Yeah.
Armin.
Right. I think that's an interesting evolution for anybody, right? Because you want to be authentic to who you are. And because fitness was a bigger part of your life before you had kids, you maybe talked about it more. And then you have kids. And so you're thinking, well, I'm going to switch because this is my new passion.
Well, you got kids.
I do.
I don't think I've heard a podcast where you talk about kids.
Well,
maybe this is the most you've done about it yet to this day.
Yeah, maybe we should stop so people don't turn it off.
No. They will.
I don't want to hear about kids.
I'm thinking about the audience right now. We're losing viewers.
Sorry, guys. Let's talk more about, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Open and why you're not signed up for it.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about it as in we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for the Open because I hurt myself, actually. So right now I use CrossFit to help me get in shape, stay in shape, and maximize my jiu-jitsu. So I picked up jiu-jitsu again after a 15-year break 2 years ago when my son, who just went to the Navy, wanted to restart. Or wanted to start for the first time. And so I was like, oh, jiu-jitsu, I love jiu-jitsu. And so I went back to it, and I love it right now. But
what about it?
For me, CrossFit carried a lot of pressure. To some people, I was really good, but to me, I was always just a little bit further from where I wanted to be. Like I wasn't quite where I wanted to be.
Like what? You said you were one.
I went to regionals. I went to regionals 7 times, right? And I finished in the top 10 6.
Did they even have 7 regionals?
They had 7 regionals. Yeah.
Did you beat were you at all 7 or what?
No, there was one more.
Okay.
11. The first year of the Open, I didn't go. I was 66, and they took 60 that year. I was in 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I was in all those in California or Northern California, which were...
That was the Bridges region.
Yeah, and it was just really, really tough. So Kalipa and Maddox, and we're in with NorCal, and then we come down south, and you'd have a bunch of people who would just show up and be really, really good. And so I'd finish top 10, but never top 5. And
that's what you wanted.
Of course, you know what I mean? You train all year and you want to get top 5 so you can go to the games.
What was wrong with you?
I'm a bad runner. I thought I was fixing it, but I never did.
You always been like 210 plus?
Yeah, I've always been a little heavier. Now I think that's
all are now, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I think that if I was 10 years younger, I'd be all right. And now knowing what I know, I never got a coach. I had Chris Hinshaw help me out a few times. And Chris has been really helpful. I've had a few good conversations with various coaches. Thought I was always doing something close to what everybody else was doing. My volume was never high enough. I have had...
In running?
Honestly, in anything. So my volume, I train more than most dads probably should, just because you have to be a dad when you're a dad.
Okay.
But I still had to sleep at night, you know? What I mean by that is not because I needed sleep. I mean, like I had to live with myself. And so I didn't train as much as I probably should have in order to make it. I think the guys who beat me were beating me primarily because they trained more than I did. I think
probably recovered more.
Yeah.
As well, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
the young man's game, just a young man's game thing.
Yeah.
Because they usually have more time.
Yeah.
Which means they can work out more and sleep more and do nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't got kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
Which
there are some
you
people.
said right there, yeah.
I think there's some people who do have kids who can do it. You know,
like Travis Mayer.
Yeah. I mean,
he's like the Phillip Rivers of CrossFit.
Yeah. And then,
you know Phillip Rivers?
Yeah.
He's got like 11 kids.
And he came back this year.
Yeah.
For what? How many games? 4 or 5?
A couple. 2 or 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
He didn't do so hot. He kind of threw the ball like this.
But
it was a
paid,
crazy sight to see.
He got paid.
Yeah.
Travis Mayer, Froning's done it. Khalipa's done it. You know, everybody has kids now, you know. Team. And the thing is, I don't remember. My kids are older than Jay's for sure. They're older than Rich's. So I always had kids throughout that process. And I'm a couple years older than both those guys still. So like,
What are you now?
I'm 43.
43.
Yeah. So back to why I do jujitsu is I had some early success with it before CrossFit. But there's no chance of me being world class. Like I'm a blue belt who trains really hard.
You're a blue belt right now.
Yeah, I'm a blue belt.
Okay.
Yeah. And I regularly roll and hang out and train with guys who are much better than me. And I feel like I'm constantly learning and my fitness doesn't hold me back. And so I can just go in there and when you're in really good shape, you can learn faster, right? Because you don't get tired. Physicality is not a limitation. So if your mind is in it, you can learn a lot faster. So I'm learning really fast right now, but you know, like I said, I'm not in any danger of becoming world class, so I don't put a ton of pressure on myself.
It's a terrible thing. I'm in no danger.
Well, no, I'm 43 years old, you know, and it's like nobody has to worry about me becoming. I especially don't have to worry about becoming world champion one day. Somehow I was delusional enough to think that I was going to be a CrossFit Games, you know, podium finisher, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Damn, that's kind of an interesting thought. I don't know how many people there are just like you.
There's a lot.
Because I'm just like you.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a point where you're looking at it and you're like, this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I think I could be really good at something else.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, like, cause is that what you're doing with jiu-jitsu? Like, you're getting better. And maybe, like, really good isn't the answer for you. Mm-hmm. But that's what I think about when it comes to, like, media and content creating. I'm like, I could be really good with like, this sort of effort.
Yeah.
Or
well, maybe you are really good
you
at
dispersed
content.
it. You dispersed it and you're doing, like, NCC.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else you got?
I got plenty of stuff that I do.
Yeah.
You know, I like to work on my own house. I still love to train. Just like, in terms of CrossFit, I still like to do CrossFit. I do it all the time. I do it 3-4 times a week. Mm-hmm. And I do jiu-jitsu 2 to 3 times a week.
You know why we started talking about jiu-jitsu, right?
Because the Open.
Yeah. Why aren't you signed up for the Open?
All right. So let's cut to the chase here. I had kind of resolved myself not to do any big competitions for jiu-jitsu. But this year I decided to say to my professor, Cassio Wernick in Sacramento, I said, hey, I want to do Masters Worlds this year.
For jiu-jitsu?
For jiu-jitsu. Now, I know that sounds like a big competition. Like I said, I'm no danger of becoming world class. But for Masters Worlds, they have it based on age brackets and belt levels. So it's not like I'd be stepping into the black belts against the best in the world. I'd be stepping against other blue belts who are also in their 40s, you know, and there's a level of parity there that allows you to go like, oh, I was the best blue belt in the world, you know, at 40 to 45 years old, but there's still the purple belts, the brown belts, the black belts. There's still the other age groups. There's still the other weight divisions. It's not as prestigious, but it was enough for me. And so I was on a 3-week sort of not tear, but I had changed my mind to take it serious. And so I was kind of running through some of my training partners in a way that was different than I was before, just because my mindset had switched. And then I was rolling with this guy and I had already, I tapped him once and then had kind of gotten like a really strong position on him again. And I was like, man, this guy outweighs me by 20 pounds. I should just let him get on top and fight from a disadvantage. And so to kind of disguise that, I stood up and I acted like I was going to throw him, and instead I was just going to pull guard is what it's called. And as I just lazily pulled guard, he just kind of straightened his back and pinched down on my arm, and it just clamped down, and it didn't even hyperextend. It just popped the distal tendon of my bicep on my right arm. And
you tell me you can't make that motion on your right arm? You're showing me on your left.
I can.
Don't do it.
I can. Surgery was only a couple weeks ago. Most people are in a brace for 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm not wearing a brace.
I've seen a couple of bicep ruptures, and usually they're pretty tightened up for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
About 20 days. So people say I'm a bad patient, but they also say I'm a fast healer. I'm not recommending what I'm doing to anyone else. I'm
not a doctor.
I'm
Dr.
That's my disclaimer.
Alderman.
Yeah, that's my disclaimer. But I feel really good. I ask a lot of questions, both to my surgeon and to physical therapists. What am I looking for? What are the dangers? You know, I did 100 push-ups yesterday against an elevated surface like this table. 5 sets of 20 with some band pull-aparts. I just really make sure not to engage my bicep at all, not to pronate or supinate my hand to a pain level above like a 1.5 or a 2. And then I just kind of live my life. If I'm in an area where I'm going to get bumped into a lot, like I was downtown, I put my brace on so that way I'm not going to hurt.
Put your arm inside like a T-shirt. It's like a faux brace.
Yeah, a hoodie and with a pocket.
Oh, yeah, you were downtown like during the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Yeah.
That's Bump City.
Yeah, so I had my brace on for that.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah. So that's why I'm not doing the open, is because I'm injured.
Yeah, because you're injured.
Because I'm injured.
From that thing that took you away from the most dangerous sport in the world. Meaning CrossFit's the most dangerous thing in the world.
Is it?
According to some people.
According to some people, yeah.
Exactly. I don't mean that, but
yeah,
some people say it. And you went into jiu-jitsu, and that's where you got injured.
Right. And it wasn't even, it was so lame. It was a freak accident. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even like
People get injured a lot in jiu-jitsu. I feel like they may.
Yeah, there's some injuries
like
in jiu-jitsu.
knees and elbows.
Yep,
and
knees
then,
and elbows.
I would consider yours an elbow.
Yep.
That's like a bicep, but it's right next to the elbow.
Totally.
And if you pop a quad, I'd be like, that's a knee.
That's a knee, yeah.
I would say so. Someone can argue that.
Mm-hmm.
I see that a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Tyson never lets me, who plays for the Bears, the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He threw me a pass once. And he told me this route to run, and he'll never let me forget about how I ran it. And this is the John Wellborn thing, where it's like, you're going to be the fittest person in a hallway. So
you mean this is the one where he wanted to fight you after this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, why can't you be fit in a hallway?
Right.
Like, you're just like your lungs and your heart, and it's like operating, and you're pumping and moving stuff up, down, and around. But his big thing is lateral movement, because he's thinking field sports, and he thinks fitness is more, I need to accomplish this task, and your fitness is how prepared are you for accomplishing said task.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, what if your task is in a hallway?
Yeah.
That's all I would say. But anyway, I'm not as good as I've been.
Mm-hmm.
I'm much better than most at doing things in a hallway. And Tyson's like, do this route, I'll throw you the ball. And I can't run the route. And I'm thinking about your bicep, and I'm like, I wonder if maybe he couldn't run the route, but you've been doing it for some time, right? And it's just a freak thing. It's not like having a men's pickup basketball league where all you've been doing are squats and deadlifts, and then you got to pivot.
No.
And you pop a knee.
No, unfortunately not. I'm still pretty athletic. I move pretty well. I just, Is
it unfortunately not or fortunately not?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It was definitely an unfortunate event.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not in the open. Are you paying any attention at all?
I know the workouts.
Do you have, you got the gym. Is there a pulse of how's it going?
Yeah. So I think the gym is enjoying the workouts. I've been a little disconnected because of the injury. I have a general manager in place who takes care of the day-to-day, although I'm stepping back into that role in the near future as he's going to transition out of management. But yeah, I mean, people still enjoy the open. I enjoy the open. I would have signed up if I wasn't injured.
I enjoy the open.
Yeah, I do enjoy the open. Yeah.
They refunded my money.
Yeah, the testosterone.
That'll get you.
Yeah, it'll get you every time.
unless you don't say anything.
Unless you don't say anything. Yeah.
Which most don't.
Right.
It's just me.
Well, they want to be able to track their scores.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the gym seems to like it at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the open. I love the open.
Right.
I've always loved the open.
Yeah. Well, I think that, there's like you and I would rank opens probably, right?
We could.
We could.
Which
say
one's
this,
the best? You know off the top of your head? I have one. I cheated.
Do you?
I did homework on it.
Which
Yeah.
one's the one that had the 50 double unders, toes to bar, and the cleans that got heavier and heavier? And
It is either 16.2 or 19.2
I think 16 when it came out the first time.
the first time.
Yeah.
And sorry, I think it's 16.4 actually.
Okay. Whatever workout that was,
Mm-hmm.
that is the best open.
The
in my
workout
opinion.
previous to that was that 7-minute AMRAP of snatches and bar muscle ups.
Mm-hmm. That's
That
right.
was a good open.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah. I think
I like
16 is the
16 a
best.
bit. I think it's my second highest ranked open behind 2020.
Okay.
I gave that like a 98 out of 100
Okay.
because it was qualifying people directly to the games. That it had to be a potent test. It had to
Right.
be. It had to fit for everybody. And it was also 5 weeks. Is the 3-week open easier for you to run?
I'm just old school, so I liked the 5 week open. Like I didn't have any problems. Everybody's like, "Oh, 5 weeks is just so long." I'm like, I didn't care. It didn't bother me.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna work out anyway.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's always my thing. I always wonder. So we run NCC now, and we have a qualifier, and a lot of people will reach out to me and say, "Hey, can I get an invite?" And like, why don't you just run the qualifier? And like, why don't I mess up my training? And I'm like, dude, you could do this. Like,
Well, now this one's an old school thing.
right. This is my old school mindset. I'm like, you at 70 now. I'll use James because Sprague because he has not said this, but it's like a James Sprague level athlete
Yeah.
could do this. Could do each.
You got to be careful saying that
Why?
because that dude is one of one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it
Yeah.
works. That's why it works.
Okay.
So he could do it as his fourth workout of the day, and he'd still qualify. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't take away from his training, in my opinion.
Right.
It would just be additional
I
volume.
see.
So my thinking is, okay, Jason Hopper, James Sprague, Justin Medeiros, they all jump into the qualifier, and they pay $30, or their sponsor pays $30, and they don't have to. They don't even send me a text message. They don't have to send me a DM on Instagram. They can just do it, and they just video it, which they're used
That's
to.
what Colton does.
So Colton does,
Yeah.
which I think is pretty bossy.
Yeah. Wait, you think Colton's bossy?
Yeah,
Like he's a boss.
he's a boss. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I should have said that boss.
Yeah, I hear bossy like they're trying to boss you around. Like, hey Ben, like give me a spot.
No.
No,
Colton's not
you,
like
You
that.
got people who do that, I'm sure, right?
No.
Hey, you got any spots? You got any of them spots? Like a crack dealer? You got any of them spots?
I actually had a teen reach out to me and was very like forward and presented a whole long case about why they wanted a spot. But even that didn't seem bossy to me. I don't mind somebody like reaching out and trying, like knocking on the door. Like, go ahead.
You read all that?
I do.
The whole case?
Yeah.
What do you think as you're reading that?
Sometimes I've made up my mind, but I want to know where the athlete's coming from.
How many of those you get?
Let's say 15 to 20 a year, whether through Instagram, email, or somebody has my phone number.
I can't believe some of the stuff that gets sent my way.
Yeah.
And like I'll read some of it. That's why I'm asking. Is I'll read some of it,
Right.
and like sometimes it just is redundant.
Mm.
I go, I wonder if you even realize you're repeating yourself in different ways over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
Well, that was the email that I'm talking about from this teen
and now all of a
athlete was
sudden I
little bit
see
more
why
like that.
nothing's been done about it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like one thought on repeat. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like a Energizer bunny. I'm like, oh no, oh no.
Where did you rank this open?
I made 2 videos on this open.
Okay.
The second they announced the final workout,
Yeah.
said it was the worst open of all time.
I saw the headline, but I didn't know if that was clickbait.
It's kind of clickbait.
Okay.
I have my thoughts that fill that video to the degree that now I've said it.
Okay.
And is it the worst of all time? I think that potentially like 2025 was not so great. I don't think it, but I think it was better than this year. I don't
Okay.
think any of the opens that have been 3 weeks are all that great.
Right. I could see that.
And at which it's potentially the worst of them due to how light it was and how workouts 1 and 3 were very similar
Mm-hmm.
in movement patterns and time domains. And you feel different when you're doing them though. So I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I segmented it to 2020 or 2021 where they started doing the 3-week open. And all of
Right.
a sudden it's not really the worst ever. It's that you really aren't going to have a good one by the old terms. You know, because I said the best was the one that got the fittest out. The one that you said of 2016.
Right.
Like you're going to the regionals. That stuff means something.
Yep.
Like you're going to have the fittest people getting there or else people are going to throw their hands and be all pissy. And this one, it's just like, you know, you got to be fit. So same thing for every other year. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that once you realize that it's just, are you fit enough to go to the next one? And that's what the open is, the fitness test. People are, well, what about strength? And I'm like, well,
Yeah. It's not there.
just breathe.
Just breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked when there was I did like the A and B portion of a workout where there was the max clean, where Frazier and Froning
But
went at that.
that's another point, though.
Yeah.
That there will be an entire crowd of people that gets outraged. And I know
yeah.
Chase Ingram kind of leads that charge.
Yeah.
How are you going to have a 1 rep max lift without a 1 rep max gymnastics test and also a monostructural test? You got to have all three. So if
Right.
you have that part B, that's 25% of the workout is now all strength.
Yeah, but I live in that world, so Blair's like that. My business partner, right?
Well, how so?
Morrison.
What do you mean he's
He
like that?
he likes that. Like he
likes the part B?
No, I'm sorry. He likes if there's a 1 rep max strength, there should be a 1 rep max other thing, right?
I'm like that too.
Yeah, so how NorCal had the high bar complex, you remember when we were out there? And it was an EMOM where the gymnastics got more and more difficult and finished with like a drop bar muscle up.
Yep.
Drop kip bar muscle
That's
up.
one that Trista smashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Blair's idea, right? So, and then we had things like the bucket hold. You remember that?
Which was phenomenal. And
Was
just
phenomenal.
poorly executed.
Yeah,
on.
poorly executed.
Just
I
don't
know.
let them touch the ground.
Dude.
You should do it this year.
Yeah, I really
Get your
think we
workout
should.
set?
We do.
You do?
You guys want to know them?
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
What do you got? You
I
go,
can't
you
tell
go
you.
to Mayhem this year?
We did not go to Mayhem this year.
It's just you and Ben?
Yeah, Blair.
So Blair. Yeah, you and Blair.
Well, getting to Mayhem is a little bit difficult, right, for us. It's not like really difficult, but we're busy.
That there aren't many planes?
Yeah, the planes are just so full these days.
You mean coordinating the schedule?
Yeah, according to the schedule. And, it was really, really great having, honestly, having Rich as a part of the creative process. And it helped us sort of round out our programming. But this year, CrossFit, they get to look at it. They get to put eyes on it ahead of time. And so they're
Just you guys because you messed up so bad last year?
I don't know. I think they're doing it to everybody.
You
so-
think they're just telling you that to make you feel better?
It's working.
Feel real good.
It's working. Yeah. So they came back and we had some ideas. They go, hey, we don't like this. We'd rather see this. We've tried to do this before.
Who's telling you all that?
So there's a team of people. Boz is on that team.
Okay.
And
Dave or no Dave?
Castro?
Yeah.
No, he's not on that.
No Dave?
No, Dave.
Okay.
No.
You know any other names, or is it like just Boz is the one that stands out to you?
I know other names, but he's the one that I think most people who are listening would know and understand unless
Got
you're
it.
like you're
Like
deeply
Dave
ingrained.
Eubanks on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on there.
He's my buddy.
Is he?
No, he does not like me, I don't think.
I don't think Dave likes me either, and that's fine. Eubanks, that
He's
is.
so serious. He'd be a phenomenal cop.
For sure.
He's
He'd
got the
be great.
haircut and the stature and the jaw, like RoboCop.
Honestly, he's probably a necessary person to walk around competitions. I don't
Yeah.
particularly care for him, but that's just because I'm on the other side of the pendulum.
I kind of like him a lot. 'Cause,
Yeah.
He makes it very clear he does not like me very much.
Yeah.
So I like him a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. So, but I think CrossFit's doing a good job at helping us refine our creative process. They are doing it from a different angle than what Rich did. But
I don't know what that means.
Rich wanted to make sure that there was enough classic CrossFit involved. He didn't like when we got too fringy because he wanted to look a lot more like what we were used to seeing.
Step back
CrossFit,
wall balls, yeah.
yeah, CrossFit,
CrossFit.
yeah. CrossFit is
Are you CrossFit?
no.
You know what that means?
Yes, it's somebody
You know-
who comments in.
That's you.
No, it's not. Yeah,
I don't know.
I wish I
dude.
had that much time,
Okay.
but
That's-
maybe,
All right. That's
maybe, yeah.
fair. CrossFit has been doing what? Sorry.
What they do is they let us come up with all of our program. We sent it to them, and then they look at it and they go, "Hey, how are you going to implement the standards on this, and making sure that it's safe for the athletes?" They looked at it from those two lenses: implementation and safety. And then
No
also,
PFAA though, just them.
we haven't had any conversations with PFAA this year.
Because they got their own safety board now. CrossFit does.
CrossFit does, yeah.
Mm.
I don't know about PFAA.
Rich is on it, I think.
Okay. Oh, so maybe he's already speaking into it anyway. Maybe he's CC'd on the emails.
He's like the Pope.
Oh, okay.
He's just like, "Hey, guys."
Hey, guys.
Yeah, that's safe.
Yeah. And to be fair, they started a good dialogue. They gave us like 3 or 4 big pushbacks, and then we came back with some adjustments. And they were like, "Hey, that was some good adjustments or justifications of things that we were thinking."
Can you say what those are without revealing a workout?
Maybe No, I think that I probably could. I'm just not that good with words.
I got time. I got nothing but time.
Let me think here.
And you're the one who's got to catch a plane, so.
Yeah. Well, it just, in terms of movement standards, think about things like
Bucket hold.
a bucket hold. Things are very standard. Like ab mat sit-ups.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not at NCC, but they're very difficult to standardize. They're super easy to implement into a class when you can walk around and yell at your people.
They're hard to standardize?
I feel like they're hard to standardize
What
in
do you
competition.
mean?
Well,
tell me how.
Well,
I disagree.
Okay, they're not hard to standardize, but they're hard. So like my wife who's upstairs, she's got a very, very short torso, right? And she's really flexible. So she can do ab mat sit-ups and she's barely coming off the ground. And so what she looks like for somebody versus you who's got a long torso doing an ab mat sit-up, the repetition length it's so different that it doesn't really feel like she's doing ab mat sit-ups. Like she'll do 100 ab mat sit-ups and not get any, well, you might do 100 and not get sore either, but it's because of capacity building. It's just because of her, it's range of motion.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. So
like the angle of her torso, if this is 90, she's sitting down here at like 130.
Yeah.
At the top. And
exactly.
And she's like touching whatever. Right. What's the end range? Like, where's the complete position?
It could be, well, if it's foot, then it's even worse because she's got relatively thin legs, and she can bring her feet way up towards her body.
Just flexible.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're
good for her. She's got one of those proponents of fitness.
You know what? And to be fair, yeah. I tend to agree with that thinking, but in competition, it just seems like there's better movements.
You really just don't want people laying on 150-degree ab mats in the middle of California at that time.
They would have never been in NCC, but we tried to put them
in there.
Yeah, we tried to figure out how to put them into the qualifier, but we didn't
work.
No,
same reason. I gotta see. I gotta go see some sit-ups. I gotta see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Have you seen Superbad?
Yeah.
You know the scene where it's like, I gotta catch this. I gotta go see these warlocks.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they start running away. Yeah. But in relation to this, I gotta see this sit-up.
Kettlebell swings are hard to standardize.
They are.
Yeah. Right. We've done them at NCC before.
Just snatch them, right?
Yeah. If you do a eye level swing, do you let people keep their arms bent? If their arms have to be extended, what do you mean by extended?
You got a quarterfinals issue with the V sit-up then.
Right.
Like what part of the knee is bent? Is it above? Is it below? And now all of a sudden it's like judging gymnastics.
Right. And that's tough because people's flexibility comes into play.
People can't even judge squat depth, dude.
Right. Like if I have to do a V-up where my knees don't unbend, I'll have 0 reps. Like I have poor flexibility, really poor hamstring flexibility.
Now you sound like Dave Hippensteel, dude.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't be upset. Like I would just be like, oh, well, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, if I was in the quarterfinals or if I was in semifinals, I would just do it to my best of my ability. And if you put me on a no rep video, I'd be like, whatever.
He's right. I couldn't do it, so I did
this
instead.
This is what I could do, so I did it. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sit-up, I've always said, like, touch above your head at the bottom.
Yep.
And then touch past your toes at the top.
Yeah. Right. It's not bad.
But I don't know, like, is that not what you were going for?
No.
And you go butterfly with your legs.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you let butterfly happen, like I said, somebody who's built like my wife versus somebody who's built like you,
I'd smoke her in 100 sit-ups for time.
No,
she has no chance.
We can put the video up.
Can probably do it in I think I've done it close to 3. She can go sub 3.
Yes.
100 sit-ups.
Yes.
No way,
dude. Just look at somebody who doesn't have to stop.
Dude, yeah.
And they only come up
me.
But you have to come up so much further.
What's her Angie time? Is it just crazy?
No.
Because she can't do double unders.
She's just
sounds like
she's never taken fitness as seriously as you or I have.
So what I'm saying is now all of a sudden it sounds like her sit-up advantages are really going to play too big of a role in
that's true.
A potential NCC live competition.
Yeah, that's true.
Just put some double unders in with that workout.
Right. Or some kettlebell swings.
Yeah.
With the arms bent.
The reason I wouldn't have liked to sit up is because I don't like the idea of having something that means something in a competition for fitness where you're laying on the ground.
I can see that. That's what Mark Bell used to say. You know who Mark Bell is?
I do.
Yeah. Mark Bell would say, don't come into the gym and lay down and foam roll.
That's same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't come to the gym to lay down.
Yeah.
Don't lay down. Do all your foam rolling at home. Now, I don't know if I totally agree with that.
Totally agree with that because I did the open workout and I foam rolled my lats. I'm like, I got to get open for these thrusters. Generally, I wouldn't say do that. Your lats should be prepared for the thrusters, but I was looking for every inch.
Right. Oh, I saw your 30 muscle ups unbroken at the end of
20.
20. Oh,
Yeah.
30. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Sorry, 20 muscle ups unbroken. Yes.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I haven't seen many people do that.
No, because it wasn't faster.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't faster. How sore were you?
I did it 2 days in a row, so not that sore. Yeah.
Did you do it differently?
I just went faster. The first time I did it with the intent of doing them unbroken, so I went kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
The second time I still went slow by some people's metrics. It was like a 9-minute overall time, and there were people who were doing it in the low 6s. I think Bill Leahy's time was 6:09, so he went 3 minutes quicker, but he broke his up.
Mm-hmm.
So did the guy who won. Is Harry Lightfoot or Caleb Clements?
Okay.
One of those two. They're foreign. I get them confused. Harry eats a lot of carbs though, like 800 grams a day.
Oh, so he's like an endurance guy?
I mean, he's a CrossFitter.
Okay.
I would consider them endurance guys.
Yeah.
So would Hinshaw.
Dude, I've just seen so many people who can do ridiculous things these days. Like the sport has gotten so crazy.
When did you start in 2011?
I started doing CrossFit in 2009.
All right. So rewind 17 years and you were 26.
Yep.
Okay. So let's say you're 26 starting today. You think you could still make the games? Like you have the same head of steam that you had back then, looking at the field of people.
No.
Let's try to like remove what you know about all of them too. Like,
yeah, that's the hard part.
You are Ben.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting right here. You're 26. And I'm like, hey, there's Jason Hopper. There's Dallin Pepper, Justin James, Austin Hatfield, Ricky Garrard, Jeff Adler. You're looking at all of them. And you're like, back then, you wanted to do it. You saw the mountaintop. And to you felt pressure. You think you can do it this day and age? 26?
I don't think I would.
You don't think you're stubborn enough to look at it and I can take those guys?
I don't know.
There's a part of you thought you could play with Rich.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you're telling me, right?
I would ask myself ridiculous questions back then.
Like what?
I would say something to myself like, what do I have to do to get fitter than Rich in 90 days?
And the answers you came up with were what?
Well, in order to get answers, you sometimes have to ask a ridiculous question, right? Because if I would have just listened to everybody else, there's no way to get better than Rich, in a lot of ways. So
they made a video on it. How do you beat Rich Ferroni?
Right. So I would just ask myself those questions, and I knew that there was no answer to getting fitter than Rich in 90 days. But if there was, what would it be? And it would be...
Yeah, give me something.
One thing I started doing is I started rowing a 550 meter every night for like 2 months straight with a 1 minute break in between. So I would then I would add that onto my training. So because I was so busy with kids and with work and with the different things I was doing and my training volume was what it was, my wife would just say, well, why don't you just go out in the garage and just row? Like you can do that. We have enough room. You have a rower. Like if you say that your engine's not good, then why don't you just go do something about it? Did
you see benefit from it?
Yeah, I think that asking those questions kept me in the hunt for as long as it did. I
mean benefit on that specific rowing that you would do.
Yeah, now rowing is
like
I don't want to say it's
you got better at it.
I got better at it, yeah.
Do you remember paces back then? Like what you'd hang on to with that 1 minute reset?
137?
That's good.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So why the 50 extra meters?
Why not?
Yeah, why not 500?
Because
you said 5 by 550?
Yeah, 5 by 550.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was so my gym's called Iron Mile, and that's also my Instagram name.
Yes.
But a lot of people don't know what that is, but Mark Bell, I think maybe 17 years ago, gave me a yoke and was like, hey, I don't know what to do with this. Because this is back when Mark was heavy. He was like 300 pounds. And he was just powerlifting.
Out of his mind.
Yeah, just powerlifting all the time.
Yep.
Now I went to his house the other day. He's lighter than I am.
Sugar diet.
Yeah, he's lighter than I am.
Yeah, sugar diet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I recently gave him back that yoke about 2 years ago. I had it for like about 15 years. The same one.
Okay.
And then he gave it back to me actually just a few months ago. Anyway,
it's like a Pink Panther.
Yeah, we both have multiples now. But anyway, I was like, I don't know what to do. And I just lost the 2012 regional. I was third place going into after day one. So it was Jason Klepa, it was Neil Maddox, I believe, and then myself, or it may have been Jason. Yeah, because it was Diane and the 2K row plus 50 pistols, 30 hang power cleans at 225.
Ooh, that workout. Yep.
That's my favorite workout.
Yeah.
Because Diane and those two workouts, I was in third place, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think all of a sudden, like, I'm world class at those. But back then I got like a 219 Diane time. Actually not in competition. In the competition with the transitions, I got 249, I think it was. And then I don't remember my time on the...
That row hang power clean workout's insane.
It's so cool.
It was pistols, right?
Yeah, pistols.
Was it 50?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, were you telling me all this stuff because of why you? I asked why you put 50 meters on top of the.
So the Iron Mile, I had just lost to those guys, and Mark gave me that yoke, and he said, "Hey, do something with this." I was like, "Okay," and so I picked it up. I was like, "Oh, this thing's not too bad." So I put 100 pounds on it, and I mean, you can put yokes, like you can put a ton of weight on those, right? But I just thought, well, I'll put 100 pounds on it. I'll carry it 400 meters. I'll just see what that's like, you know. I was like, I feel like everybody would just carry a yoke 400 meters. Not everybody, but a lot of people would. So I'm just going to double it. I'm just going to double it, and I'm going to go as fast as I can for 800 meters.
Did you decide that mid yoke?
No, but right before I started.
Okay.
And then I thought, well, I'm sure Jason and Neil would carry it 800 meters. So I'm just going to carry it a mile. And every time I put it down, I'm going to make myself do 3 burpees and hurdle over the yoke. So instead of jumping and clapping, I jumped, kind of did a fence hop over the yoke and down the other side. And so I think it was a little bit less than an hour the first time I did it. And it was about 100 degrees. It was August in Sacramento, which was brutal. And it was on blacktop.
Did you welt up your back from hanging onto the yoke? Like, I bet that thing got hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It got hot. But it wasn't crazy. I'm pretty heat resilient, I think, just from playing soccer for years, and whatnot. But anyway, so I just always make myself go a little bit further, trying to, like, that was my one way to coach myself.
So where does the 1600 come from?
It was just a mile, so it just sounded better. And then I
at what point in the process, I was waiting for you to say, like, I was at the 800 meter mark, and I'm like, I'll just keep going.
No. I decided it beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I had a friend do it with a barbell. He did it with like 185 pounds or something like that with a barbell. And carrying 185 pounds on your back for a mile is pretty hard. Or maybe it was 135 pounds or something. I don't even remember what he did, but it was horrible. So
it's easier to do burpees over, though, when you drop it.
Way easier, but more difficult to pick it up.
That's true.
You got to clean it every time.
Right.
So I also did it once with a axle bar. I did 275
How many times
for a
have you
mile.
done that?
The Iron Mile?
Yeah.
4 or 5. 4 or 5, yeah. People thought I was dumb for doing it the first time. There was the Rockland CrossFit, the Honey Badgers, back in the day. I don't know if you remember them. They were a games team.
Mm-mm.
And one of their captains, when he heard that I did, he's like, "That's stupid." He's like, "Would that take you like 45 minutes? Why would you even do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it did take me 45 minutes." But then now I'm still competing, and you're not. So here we go. You know what I mean?
What's the guy's name?
It's Andrew Hiller.
I'm like, I know you know his name.
I know his name, and he's not an awful guy. He just, everybody has their opinions, and sometimes they want to let you know.
Yeah.
So
he'll watch this.
He will.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, he'll watch it.
Okay, we'll
Everyone
see.
watches this.
Yeah, everybody sees it.
Everyone sees this.
So
your
3 million
50
views?
extra meters comes from just doing more than you think someone else is doing.
That's it.
Now, I had a thought as you were telling me about the rowing piece.
Okay.
I could see you like on Instagram way back then, like back when it barely even operated, and people would just post workouts.
Mm-hmm.
You would see like Fraser's old Instagram is him sitting on a box and it has like 50 million likes on it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
and it just says, "I worked out today."
Yeah.
I could see you like finishing up that row repeat. You walk inside, you open up your phone, and it's like Rich does 8 by 1,000 at a 138 pace with a 30-second reset.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
And that's the hard part, So I don't know what I would think this day and age if I was 26 again, watching what guys are doing now. I would definitely have tried, right? I would definitely try to beat them, but I don't know if I'd have had the staying power, because I wouldn't have had the early success that I did, right? I had some success.
They're crazy.
I know.
I know you've probably seen most of them work out, but like Jason's crazy, James is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
James's strength is impressive.
They're all really impressive.
Yeah,
they're really impressive.
they're mobile, they're fit, they're doing those high rocks things and smoking people.
I don't understand.
Well, because you got the high rocks people who are going like 52, 54,
Mm-hmm.
like the Hunter McIntyres of the world. And he's a big dude for high rocks. And then
Yeah.
you got people like James Kelly. I don't know if you're familiar with any of these names.
I know Hunter.
You know Hunter. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Because he's a CrossFitter.
Yeah.
But then you got this guy named a Hybrid Raccoon.
Okay.
He's probably 6'2",
Okay.
and he's a great dude. All I'm saying is he's gaunt. Looks like Skeletor running
Okay.
around out there. And I think he would agree. He's just a
Okay.
thinner guy. I think his name is Dylan.
Okay.
And
Like, how much do you think he weighs?
155.
And
he's
how tall is
probably
he?
like 6'3".
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He might be 165, but that's like maybe.
Okay.
And he's doing these high rocks races in like 54 minutes, right? With Hunter. They're all like the top competitors over there. And the James Kelly guy, who's also, he does CrossFit as well. But then you got James who does it in 58, 59, an hour even. Ricky,
Right.
Jeff.
Yeah.
They're doing it in that amount of time, like Chandler. And these are these dudes who have all of this muscle tissue that's just eating away their oxygen.
Yeah.
And if at the end of the race you said, hey, I need you to go do a 405 deadlift, James would just pick it up like no big deal.
Yeah.
Like
Easy.
It's nothing.
Right.
And they couldn't do it if you gave them $1 billion.
Right.
They'd look at it and cry.
Before the race.
At the end of it, they could finish up that 100 wall balls.
No, I'm saying the gaunt guy, right? He couldn't.
Yeah.
Could he do it?
No, he couldn't do it at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be able to do it at all.
Yeah, the hybrid raccoon.
Right. Is he really hybrid then?
That's a topic for maybe another video.
Okay.
The whole hybrid thing is nuts to me.
Right.
It's like back squat. I mean, the ultimate hybrid athlete would be Adam Klink.
Oh yeah.
Because it's heavy lift, run fast.
Didn't somebody else do something similar to that recently?
Yeah, but that didn't count because he didn't stand up the deadlift.
Oh.
He still to this day doesn't like lit up on that.
Who was it?
I don't remember his name.
Okay. Nobody does.
No, but I was like clicking through. I flipped through reels and I look for no reps. Like my algorithm just feeds me people's poor movement. It's
No
awesome.
reps all the time.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm flipping through it and I saw that video pop up again,
Yeah.
and it was the guy. And in the comment section, he's just talking about me. And I'm like, oh, I just found this by chance. This comment here was kind of funny.
Okay.
It was probably about a month ago, but no, I don't.
Is it
remember.
CrossFitter?
No, he's a hybrid athlete.
Okay.
Duh. Come on, there's a difference.
Man.
Tell me something about NorCal.
It's going to be bigger, like we said.
Yes.
We've got all of our workouts done and dialed, which is awesome.
How many are there?
It's a good question. There's 7.
Is
I had
that,
to think.
is that
I almost
breaking
thought-
news?
Sure.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the last event of the year this year again? Because I know you did last year. It was like the
I
final
think there's one
ticket.
more.
Okay.
I think there's one more.
It's a big weekend. It's you guys, it's Syndicate, and it's Copa Sur. I think it's the biggest weekend.
Copa Sur? That's overseas, right?
Yeah, like Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, yeah.
Like
Underseas.
He goes and mops up over there.
Yeah.
He takes last on the running event and still makes it the games every year.
Dude, I wish I could do that.
You're basically Guy. Hear that?
I mean, Guy snatches more than me at this point. That was the one thing I had over some of these guys.
The 315 snatch.
Yeah. I think I snatched 320.
Damn,
My best.
that's cool.
Yeah,
You
or
did
325.
300 recently.
Yeah.
I saw that somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How old were you then? Like 41, 42?
42.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got some big bones.
I do. I'm thick.
Have you thought of that ever? Like your elbows?
Yeah.
Huge.
Which is why I'm freaked out that I've popped my bicep. It means I'm really getting old.
Big bones, small tendons.
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's a freak thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was able to snatch 325, I think, when I was 41. And
You snatched 325.
yeah, the first time I ever snatched, well, not the first time. The first time I ever snatched 300 was a while ago. It was like I've been snatching 300 for a while.
It sounds like you jumped on TRT at the age
No,
of
no, no.
35, like everyone else.
Jumping. I got to 300 back when I was still competing in regionals. So I think that was 2016. I snatched 300 for the first time. And then I cleaned 405 the last time, was probably the last time. I don't think I'm going to do that again. I don't train like that anymore. So
It's not easy.
no.
You get a house landed on
Dude,
you.
and I did a 1.5 mile run on the treadmill last night, and I didn't even run the whole time. So
Walked?
I walked part of it. Yeah.
From exhaustion or from
Yes.
boredom?
No, exhaustion.
How fast were you running before you walked?
8-minute pace.
Oof.
Yeah. I ran an 8-minute
Sounds
pace.
like you're probably really strong right now, minus the bicep thing. Like you're
I don't even know. I'm not testing my 1 rep max strength. So Yeah, I was running an 8-minute pace, and I ran for 3/4 of a mile, and I was like, I can't keep this up for the full mile. I couldn't even run another 400 meters that way. And so I stopped and walked, and then I ran the rest of the time, so I finished with like a 13-minute mile and a half.
When's the last time you talked to Nate Ackerman or his mom?
Nate Ackerman what was the date of last year?
That's the last time you talked to him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, you know what? I think I saw him at the games. He's on the demo team, right?
Yeah.
And I just say, hey, what's up, man? Like that.
He's cool?
I don't know. I don't know. He is cool. I don't know if
Nate's
we're cool.
very cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we're cool. I would like
Here's
to think
the deal.
we are.
Nate is like reserved.
Yeah.
So if you didn't feel like he was vibing with you,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably just because he's just Nate.
Honestly, I'm not really worried about it. And I'm not worried about it because I'm just so cool that like I don't care what he thinks. I know that he has bigger things to worry about.
Actually
Like
get
make
into the games.
make it to the games. You know what I mean?
That thing you
he's
ripped
really
out of his
good.
soul last year.
Was it really me?
No.
Yeah.
Was it really Taylor?
Right.
Or was it really Nate?
Right. I think that there
Maybe
was some,
Nate should have known the workout and the weights and all that, you know?
Yeah. And I think that opens up a can of worms that I think Nate's going to be better for it regardless. Because the kid is so good.
He's very good.
Yeah, that if that's the one shot that he got, that he's not as good as we all think he is, but I think he's better than we all know.
He's like 24.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, 23.
So, like, are we cool? Like, I'm cool with him. And if he's not cool with me, that's fine. But
That's how I feel about everything.
Yeah.
That's why I like you.
Okay, cool.
I'm cool with everybody.
I don't
even
really
Dave
like you,
Eubanks.
but that's all right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
I knew that.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
cool. Yeah,
Just my family's here and hanging out.
That's
I
right,
don't
yeah.
really like you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go give your daughter some of these. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take away the other drinks.
Yeah, then we really won't like each other.
ones.
Then we're fighting, even with my bicep the way it is.
Yeah, they're gonna be all rowdy on the plane.
I'm not jumping on an airplane with my little girls, especially one of them on caffeine.
What do you mean?
One of them is just nuts anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Violet, she likes to party.
And bring my dogs with you.
Yeah, I know.
They like my dogs.
No, I'm leaving them here with you, my little girls.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And you can have the dogs.
Yeah, I'll just leave in all four.
Fine.
My 2 girls and your 2 dogs.
We got rooms. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they can stay
Okay.
here.
I didn't get the tour, so.
Yeah, we just kind of started chopping it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I was kind of hoping that you were to tell me that, didn't do the workout yet, and I could make you do it while you were here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No.
I would have.
Not Corbin either, huh?
Corbin could do it.
Did he do it yet?
He hasn't done it.
Did he do any of them?
He did the first 2.
Shut up.
I swear.
He had no intention of finishing it up.
People know your audience knows Corbin.
I know.
Yeah, he was in the video in NorCal.
Can you tell everybody why they would know Corbin?
Because he was in your video,
Which one?
the NorCal video.
There's a
from
couple of things people might know him for.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we're talking about the same one. We're going to do both, though.
Because of Danny Spiegel,
Yes. What did he do with her?
he offered her drinks, I believe, because you paid him $20,
50.
$50
Yep.
to say, hey, here's a drink or a peace offering
Do you
from
remember
Andrew.
why? Because he has his table, right? He's Mr.
Oh,
Entrepreneur,
yeah.
right? So he sells, and I think I got a bunch of like those
I do
liquid
remember
deaths
now.
from him.
Yeah.
And I went up and I'm like, how much are they? I'm like, yeah, sure, $5, $10, whatever. I'll buy whatever from you. You're my guy.
Right.
And like sometime later in the competition, he said Danny walked by
Mm-hmm.
and wanted a drink, and he said it was like $5-10 per like $5 per drink.
Yeah.
And she goes, for a water?
Yeah.
And walked away. And I
Yeah.
heard that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna Venmo you $50. You go give Danny Spiegel that water and say it's from me.
And then he got on video.
He got
He
it
got on video, right?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the Will interaction.
That's the other one. That's the
Yeah.
that was the strong one, the potent one.
Yeah. That's
Which
that's
one?
the
What happened there again?
So my older son Mason, who's in the Navy now,
Yep.
he and I and our whole family, because we travel as a family, right? We're all here at your house as a family. Like we go everywhere as a family.
Yep.
We went out to Proven, and Proven was awesome and hosted us for 2 or 3 days and let Mason train alongside them. And while we were there, Will, is obviously associated with WFP now, but all those people that are in association with, those are all of our friends as well, because we go out to Kauai a lot and we've been able to get to know those guys. And so we know them actually better than we know Will, but that let Corbin feel like he was connected to Will. So he's like, hey, Will, who do you think's going to win the games this year? And Will said, I am, or something like that, like something to that effect. And I heard it. I just have a terrible memory. And Corbin's like, no shot, and somehow they end up betting $100. And from that point on, that story has been denied by one party. It's been affirmed by another party. Namely, my son says it happened, and Will says it didn't.
And all he's got to do is give the dude $100. I hear he's swimming in blank checks these days.
Well, I'm not the kind of guy who gets like all offended. Like, you're calling my son a liar. Like, and now we have problems. Corbin can actually handle his own. Like, I'd love to have Will and Corbin on a podcast and let them go at it about what happened, because Corbin's totally fine just talking and handling things. I don't have to get involved in that. But here I am talking about it.
That's the whole point of a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But Will said it didn't happen, and Corbin doesn't have his $100. But Corbin's an entrepreneur. He's been making money selling e-bikes and doing all kinds of stuff. The kid is crazy. So anyway, he's not worried about it.
Drinks to Danny Spiegel.
Drinks to Danny. Yep. See, he leveraged your relationship to get paid $50.
That's right.
Yeah, right. So
he's smart. That's a smart man.
He's playing 4-dimensional chess right now.
He sells watches too, doesn't he?
Not anymore. Now he sells e-bikes.
He sold them all.
Yeah. Now he flips e-bikes on Facebook Marketplace. He knows how to take apart an e-bike and put it back together.
He's got to make one of those YouTube videos where he has a penny and he wants to double it every day.
Oh.
For as long as he can.
Yeah.
I bet he'd go for a while.
He would get bored.
What? The amount of money he made?
he would get bored by the time he got to something that he thought he could just do a bunch of times over again. Like, he would get to the $1,000 mark and start making $2,000, and then he'd be like, I'm just going to put this on repeat.
And then you'd be like, don't stop. Keep going. What is wrong?
The dude got like a $2,500 to $2,500 on his YouTube channel and then just stopped making videos. And I'm like, dude, 2,500 subscribers is a good amount of subscribers.
I haven't seen him making any anymore.
No, he hasn't made any. So I don't know.
Bigger and better things now.
I guess.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah. NorCal is when? What's the date?
It's the last weekend of May, 29th, 30th, 31st, I think is what it is.
Gotcha.
Go to the NorCal Classic and check. I know I should know that, but there's so many dates swimming around in my head right now.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good show. We have all the workouts cooked. CrossFit has given us the go-ahead on all of them, and we feel really good. Our team is stronger than ever has been. Myself, Blair, and now our other Janine. Eric Miller is part of our team now, which is Becca Voigt's husband.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so I know an Eric Miller. I'm like, no way.
Different Eric Miller.
Yeah.
So we just have a good solid team, and we're going to make sure we're going to be better than last year. Bigger and better.
What would you grade last year? 0 to 100.
I'm tough on myself, so I'd probably give it a C-.
So like a 72?
There you go. 72.
Unless it's a Catholic school grading system, and then it'd be like a 78, 79.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm a Catholic school boy.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. My grading scale went from an A was 100 to 93. 92 was a B.
Oh.
To 84. 84 was a C.
Would that be what they presented to like your college?
When I brought papers home to my parents,
yeah,
it's like I got a B, and it was like a 91.
But would they remove that filter when they went and gave it to your transcripts to this college? Correct. No, that was it.
Correct. And this is grade school, by the way.
Oh, grade school.
I didn't go to a Catholic high school. Those schools were like $30,000 a year.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm no Will Moorhead, you know.
Did he go to that?
He went to some crazy school. He was in a podcast with Froning. Like some crazy prep school that's like $90,000 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, for soccer or something.
Hey, more power to him.
Agreed.
I'm not mad.
No,
that's great. That's great. Yeah, I think. But I think from a fan experience, dude, NorCal always knocks it out of the park. It's really awesome. Yeah, it's really fun. If you want to be somewhere, if you're going to be somewhere, I know there's a few other competitions. Unless you can fly to Brazil, I'd say come to NorCal.
Brazil. Gotta see Guillermo Harris.
Mm-hmm.